and welcome to this week's episode of MT Squared, Minerva's 2-minute tactics for your procurement. This week I have a very sorry tale of when procurement has gone wrong. Interestingly, we ran a webinar last week around OJU processes, and one of the questions that was asked at the end was what happens when it goes wrong? What are the implications, the ramifications? And they are quite widespread, from something fairly simple to something pretty complicated. So for example, if you are challenged by a supplier, there is the possibility that you would have to rerun the entire procurement process from start to finish again, which not only is very time consuming but clearly also very costly. It's been in the news this week that Virgin Care has actually sued the NHS. They were due to tender for some children's services in Surrey, and the tender process, the procurement process, was so flawed that Virgin have sued the NHS as a result. Now, it's been interesting because the backlash is against Virgin on the basis that they're taking what was £328,000 of compensation out of the NHS, which could be used for patients. But the bottom line is, if the procurement team had done their job properly, it wouldn't have been necessary to actually pay that money out. So that's really the warning here, is that there can be some very expensive ramifications, not just rerunning the process, but you may also be fined, you may have to pay the supplier compensation, but also if you're a maintained school or an academy, you're going to have the ESFA on your back as well, and they're going to be checking everything, auditing everything, and you'll be under a lot of scrutiny. So that's my tactic for this week. Don't get it wrong, get advice, get help and support. If you're not sure about documents, get them checked. If you don't know what you're doing with a process, ask for some help, and hopefully you can avoid this type of situation. Until next time, soldier on!